Hello tankers, welcome to my channel. I'm Major Hawkins, and today I'm going through the Skoda T56. I have noticed that some of you guys are receiving or will receive or have received a offer of 24-hour offer of buying this tank. I think for around 6,000 gold with equipment and legendary camo and all sorts of stuff. So I figured that I would just go through the tank and kind of make a short review of it, now what I think about it. The tank is really strong, in my opinion. The armor is quite good. Actually, the upper plate is only around 130 millimeters thick, but it's angled very steep. And if you do using your hold down of 8 degrees gun depression, you'll have 400 plus millimeters armor of your upper plate. Lower plate is quite thin, so don't count on it. Side scraping wise, the upper portion of the hull is angled again inwards, so it's quite difficult to pen. But the lower side and through the tracks are quite easy to pen, so don't count on side scraping either. Turret is really strong. You have these plates out here, as you also have in the equivalent tech tree line of the heavy Skodas with the spaced armor of 50 millimeters plates, and then you have the gun mantle in the middle. These small areas here are quite easy to pen, around 220 millimeters of armor, and then you have, of course, the cupola or the hatch up here, which is also quite easy to pin if you can hit it. So if you hold down, aiming at someone, move a little bit back and forth. It will ruin your gun dispersion, but if you have people aiming at you, move a little bit back and forth, or turn your turret, wiggle your turret, something like that, so you won't get penned. Provision-wise and consumables, I'm using mobility provisions over hit points provisions. It's up to you of your liking and how you like to play your tank. Also, I'm running with gun rammer instead of calibrated shells because I actually think that 268 pen is enough on the heat. So I was trying to play some games and try to make a live replay, but honestly, I did okay-ish, around 2,000 damage per game, but I just kept getting teams where I couldn't get in the right position and I couldn't play it right, and it was a big loss. So I made this replay, which was my final battle, which was okay-ish. I'm the only heavy on my team, and the only heavy on the other team is only a tier 7. So my DPM is around 1900 with the gun rammer, so it's no big, but I do 450 per shot. So I'm quite strong. So I'm not too afraid to go this way. They do have the SMV, which is also, in my opinion, could count as a heavy. I see the majority of their team is going left. We have the 4 mediums out there, and my entire team is out to the left side as well. And I'm figuring that I might as well cap here. There we have the U2, the heavy tank. And I am spotted, but I'm staying behind these crates here to make it a little bit more difficult to pen me. Regular shot of 471, and here you see actually the armor. My upper plate is downwards now, so it's easy to pen for them, but I'm just trying to move forward and going hold down on the ship here. The only tanks not accounted for is the Challenger and the SMV. So they're most likely parked in the back there somewhere. And there you have the SMV coming forward. In my opinion, as I said, the SMV is more of a heavy tank, like the T30 line in T30 E4 line of the American tank destroyers. And this position is actually quite good when the opposing team is positioned as they are. Because most of their tanks will be spotted out in the open, crossing the hills towards my team, which are spotting them and trying to stay alive out in the open there. And I'm just doing the best I can to put some damage into these guys. And here you'll actually see if you are able to aim in and hit your HE shot, it hits quite hard, 745. Upwards of 800, I think the max roll on the HE is. So 5 versus 4, my team is not doing too well on hit points. I'm full hit point, so I'm thinking about, okay, I need to make a move because they're just dying out there. Especially if you have Challenger in the back, and the SMV is also somewhere between the 2 mediums and the back there, and he comes there. And actually I flunked my shot here because I tried to do another HE shell to the back, you can see, and I hit the back of the turret instead. Which was quite unfortunate. So since he's out of my spotting range here, and I'm probably still spotted, I'm backing up, and I wanted to take a shot of him, but I won't be able to pin him frontally anywhere with gun rammer. only in that thin line you have between the lower and the upper plate of his hull armor. That's probably the only place I can pin him frontally. So I'm circling around here because we know the AMX is very unhealthy. The Challenger is most likely full health somewhere in the back, and he pops up there, and he actually bounces on me here, which was quite nice. And I put a little fire in him, and now I'm doing a stupid play. Don't copy this play. I'm thinking that their team is now focused on my two in the back, but the AMX is parked there, and he actually gets some shots into me, and this is just silly misuse of my hit points because I didn't need to take those almost 600 damage. Going out here and taking another dumb shot, in my opinion. I could have saved myself. At this point of I think I played 6 or 7 games in it today, with a couple of wins. I was getting a little bit annoyed and restless, you might say. So I apologize for that bad mistake there. Stopping here because the ISU is a one-shot, and the AMX will most likely try to use his mobility to get up there. And you see that the shell speed is not that fast, so I needed to pre-aim that a bit. Now the ISU as a one-shot, I really wanted him to stay there till I at least spotted the SMV. But the problem is that he flunks his shot, and the SMV is a 2-shot to me, and I'm a 3-shot to him. So I need to think a little bit now. I could have been at 1500 health or something like that. Instead I'm at 1000, so I can't afford to play dumb here. I barely missed him there. I didn't want to flunk my shell because, again, I have 14.5 seconds of reload, and at that time he could put 2 shells into me. I don't want that. So I'm actually trying to lure him forward here, angling my tank a little bit towards him, and there you see I can only pin him down there in the middle section. So I'm quite difficult for him to pin before he comes over here, and he can pin my my upper plate actually. And here you see that due to the angle, I can actually pin him in that full upper plate of his tank there. So 3900 damage done, a win. It wasn't enough for an ace. I haven't aced this tank yet, even though I have, I think, 300 or 400 battles in it. Block 1200. This number could be upwards of 2000 if I had used my brain a little bit more. But he did a good game here. I think I still have time for this, actually. You did good. I would say in a tank like the SMV, I would probably be more offensive, and I probably would have gone heavy side. But anyway, Skoda T55, a really strong tank. It's a little long on the reload, but it hits hard, and dispersion, aim time, I think that is what it has against it. So flunking those shots on the go, or being unable to shoot on a far distance, that is the you might say the way that the wargaming balanced this tank, I think. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed my little review here. Consider to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me, and give me a like. I really appreciate it for you guys who do. Sorry. Other than that, take care, and have a really great day there. Bye bye.